Hey everyone, it's me, Carbundance. Welcome back to another topic video. I'm trying to get those up on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Let's see how we go. By the way, this is not just greasy hair, it is actually like a hair treatment that I have in there. But I just wanted to make this video anyway, so I just take it as a challenge to not care what other people think of me. So, I have questions from, she wrote me DMs on Instagram, and she says, I thought I'd write you here. And I also told her that I'm going to make videos about her questions, so she's fine with that. She's been trying to gain weight for years, she says, so it's in German, I'm translating now. And due to her fear of feeling so full and bloated, including pain, she can't seem to make it. Like, she can't seem to gain weight. It's just not happening. And I can relate. It was basically also the reason why I kind of didn't make it for a long time, or why I always had the feeling I have to choose the most healthiest foods in order to gain weight, because I felt like, and actually I didn't only feel like I was allergic and intolerant to some and couldn't digest some foods, but on paper I actually was. Even like I was allergic officially on paper. The doctor, made these tests, and I came out to be allergic to dairy, gluten, like lactose, gluten, and then I think soy and fish. I don't know. It's a little bit strange because I hadn't eaten especially dairy and fish at that time at all for years. And allegedly these tests can only, work when you have eaten these things. And so I don't know how it works, but so on paper, I got these results. And so that, of course, fed my fears of eating anything I wanted in recovery. And, I don't know, I'm sorry if this is still trying to figure out everything, basically. So, thumbs up if you like these videos and if they help you. So, I can relate, to say the least. She says, and also I want to emphasize, she's clearly saying she's trying to gain weight, and that is the difference between wanting recovery and committing to recovery. Wanting recovery is, okay, yes, I want to recover, but committing to recovery is more than that. It is just doing it, no matter what, regardless of all of these feelings. It's about actions. It's not, wanting is like, okay, I'm gonna see, maybe there's going to be a point where I feel ready to recover and I have more motivation and more courage. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. According to my experience and many experiences of other people that I have spoken to. And so commitment is starting and taking the action of doing the opposite every single time of your eating disorder, regardless of you not feeling ready, regardless of how great the fear might be. And believe me, I know that what I'm saying here sounds just kind of mean because it feels like I make it seem so simple and so easy. Really, it is simple, but it's not easy. It's the most difficult, hardest thing I have ever done in my life. So I do relate with you. She says, during the day, I don't really have a lot of appetite, but I still eat. And then after dinner, it starts and I eat and eat and eat and eat. Everything, like anything and everything. all at once and like, you know, just total chaos. And at the end, I'm physically feeling unwell. I'm generally very desperate. So the problem here first is for sure that you are not really eating during the day. Like, I get it, your fear is too high. You gotta do it anyway. You gotta eat during the day. Part of why you just start, like, you haven't mentioned the name, but many people feel like they're binging at night. It's when you feel like you eat too much and you shouldn't, which most of the time isn't even binging because it's just a natural response to the famine. But the reason why you're just craving these foods so much, or one of the reasons, is because you are restricting the foods during the day. I do think that you do actually have the appetite. Like, if you think of, like, anytime you think of some kind of food, anytime you're thinking of food or looking at food or thinking about exercise, because that is also a sign of mental hunger, you're trying to kind of fill your time. And I also think that's also one of your questions actually that I'm going to get into another video, how to fill up the time in recovery and spend the time in a good way. Well, the best time to spend the recovery is to eat. I'm not even kidding. Even the fact that you're thinking about how to spend your time differently from thinking from, like, other than eating, is a sign of mental hunger. It's actually your brain, it's your eating disorder looking for a way to kind of run away from the hunger, from the mental hunger, and do something else instead. You should not do that, okay? You gotta face it. And so that is one part of why it just starts after dinner for you. The main reason, though, why this starts at dinner for you is because you're desperately hungry in general. It doesn't matter when these kind of episodes of eating would start in the day. I do think that you do have a big appetite. You're right that you don't feel like you have the appetite, but the fact that it comes during the night, like, that is appetite by definition. Like, you have a huge appetite. But I think you're just afraid of it. Maybe some part in you, some eating disorder part in you, tries to tell yourself that you do not have this appetite. It's not actually valid. It's not justified. But it is. And that is the extreme hunger that gets you in the night. And you should listen to that. And you can make it easier on yourself if you don't restrict during the day. In fact, never restrict. Zero restriction at all times of the day is what will get you recovered. And also it is for life. It's not only for recovery, it's going to be for the rest of your life. And that's the beauty about it. I hope my thoughts helped you. Also, these tips that I gave you here will also help you not feeling physically so unwell. I mean, you will feel unwell anyway, like mentally, because your eating disorder will act up big time. Like, it will just be like roaring up, like, what the hell are you doing? I will make you feel unwell. You know, the feeling bad and just all of the eating disorder voices. But the physically feeling unwell is also due to, you restricting during the day. You can make it easy on yourself by eating anytime you think of food, anytime you think of something that might enable you to run away from or to do something else than eating, because that is actually your appetite saying, hi, I'm actually here. You might not feel like it, but I am here big time and I want you to eat all of the time. Okay, so I hope this helped and I will see you in the next video. Give this a thumbs up if it helps. Bye.